You have officially begun week number 4, and at the end of this week, you will be halfway done. There are no discussions or debates, so yay! Please take time to review the announcements. Usually there are helpful reminders, tips, and looking ahead. This week's announcements ask you to look ahead to week 6 and 7 and about the elevator speech preparation, and in particular, the due dates that are listed. We're going to take a look at the objectives and overviews of the activity for Module 4 or Week 4. Now, I'm not going to read those for you either because you are capable of reading that yourself, but I did want to point out some key words that might help you as you research your paper. Vulnerability, disparity, global health initiatives, policies, mental health, and as always, advocating. You are going to choose a vulnerable population for your paper, and you're going to demonstrate how you're going to advocate for this group of people. So now let's go to that paper. And as you look at this assignment, you choose the health issue that you want to reflect on, and you are going to answer these 9 points. Make sure you address every single one of these 9 points. Some students have used these bullets as headings for their paper, and in that way, they don't miss anything out of the paper. Your page count should be 5 to 7 pages of content. You add the title and the reference page to that, and you should have a paper that's at least 7 to 9 pages. You may feel like you want to go a page or two over, and that's perfectly fine, but don't go under. You need to have 5 references that includes your textbook. And remember that the YouTube videos or a website of physician, lawyer, politician would not be considered one of those 5 references. You can include them so that they're reference number 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever, but they will not be counted as those 5 reliable, valid references. We're going to take a look at your rubric. Now, while it's not here, the title of your paper should reflect the paper's main theme. In other words, Global Health Initiative, and if you chose mental health, you would have mental health in that title as well. The content is always worth the bulk of the paper, and that's worth 40% of the paper, or 40 points. The introduction, make sure you give the reader an idea of what your paper is going to be about. That's worth 20%. If you're choosing, let's just say mental health again, if you're choosing mental health, then make sure that you say why you've chosen mental health and that this paper is going to demonstrate some of the things that you're going to do to advocate, etc. The organization of the paper is worth 10 points. I just wanted to double check with you and have you cross-check your headings to ensure that the headings are centered between the left and the right page margins. A lot of times you hit enter after a paragraph and your heading will be centered between the left page indentation and the right page margin. You want to double check that. Make sure it's in between the left and the right page margin. Spelling, grammar, APA format, oh boy, all of our favorites. If you're using Microsoft Word, look for those red squiggly lines under misspelled words and correct it if necessary. Other students have used the software Grammarly, and of course it's going to check on grammar. It's helpful to those that can mix up their past, present, and future tenses. Cross-check the title page and reference pages against your 7th edition. And then finally, the conclusion. The conclusion is worth 20 points or 20%. This should be a wrap-up of your paper reflecting on the introduction and all of the 9 points that you've done. The conclusion should make the paper feel complete. I hope you found this video to be helpful. I look forward to reading your paper soon. Good luck.